there are many options of negotiating drayage rates between MVOCCs and draymen, and all options are confusing. We still see drayage rate requests via email. An MVOCC sends a drayage rate request to a drayman. I need a rate from Chicago Rails to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well, there are many railroads in Chicago, and Green Bay, Wisconsin is made out of many zip codes. And the distance in miles may have a significant impact on the cost. Also, each railroad has got its own requirements. Some railroads require the drayman to bring in a chassis, and other railroads may have the chassis available at the location. Lift fees also vary from terminal to terminal. So all of these situations make the quotation at the trucking company difficult. Finally, we have rate management systems. These are nice systems that allow the MVOCC to log in and to view a list of participating carriers with their respective base rates, fuel surcharges, and accessory charges. And then the MVOCC can choose which drayman to use. They generate a quote, they get a quote number, and if and when the load arrives, then they can use that quote number to offer the work order to the trucking company. Well, we know that these rate management systems work when the market is weak, when there is little work, and that is when most draymen use those rate management systems, because they are looking for work, they're trying to create new relationships, they are trying to expose themselves to new clients, hoping to get work. But the reality is, when the market is busy, when there is a lot of work, then work is thrown over to this drayman at a much higher price. And the last thing that a drayman thinks to do is to update those low rates into the rate management systems, simply because they don't need more work. And the situation gets messy if a drayman gets a dispatch, like normally they get a dispatch a month after the quotation is issued, 3 months after, depending when the load arrives. And now the bookkeeper at the trucking company has to dig for the email between the trucking company and the MVOCC if a discount, if a better rate was negotiated afterwards. So the situation can be confusing. And if you are a drayman, think about customizing your base rates per customer into those rate management systems. Think if you want to set different expiration dates for each quote, or think if you want to temporarily set the same base rate for all terminals within the same location. Good luck with that. True that some rate management systems have API that allow for a quicker rate update, but still, when the market is hot, those rates we know don't work. At TruckerZoom, we evolved our quote engine in a way that addresses all these issues. TruckerZoom quote engine offers customer-facing features to the drayman. The MVOCC can quickly and instantly retrieve rates of the drayman website. Those rates are very easy to understand and they are very accurate. they have an expiration date, and they list all terminals that they are applied to. Those rates allow for update, and these updates keep all customers, all MVOCC's users, and all trucking company users that have access to Quad Engine in sync. Whatever deal is made between one agent at the trucking company and one agent at the MVOCC to adjust the rate, that deal is viewable by everybody at the MVOCC and at the trucking company. The way that rates are shared at TruckerZoom Quad Engine is done via deep links. We don't share static forms because we know that changes can be made afterwards. So we use deep links so that the customer is always aware of the most updated rate. And if that rate has expired, then TruckerZoom Quad Engine lets the customer know that the rate is no longer valid if the customer tries to access the rate. TruckerZoom Quad Engine allows for customization of rates per client, and it allows for quick setup of base rates for all terminals within the same city. And if the drayman is using TruckerZoom TMS, then the rate is automatically synced onto the work order when the work order is received, eliminating discrepancies between the quote and the invoice. This is why we believe at TruckerZoom that our Quad Engine is the most innovative, reliable, and trustworthy rate management system in intermodal drayage.